Hey, Houston, we got a 6'3", 250-pound man up here killing off members of the crew. Please advise. Over. Hello, YouTube. I'm Darkest101, and come on, let's be honest. Who missed that? Who missed the sound of that intro? Come on, I'm not the only one, am I? Please tell me I'm not the only one. I worked very hard on that intro. Can't say that with a straight face. Anyway, I might be a little early for reviewing a horror movie, but in my personal opinion, you can never be too early for Halloween. Okay, November 1st is a touch early for Halloween, but that's not the point. Halloween is a time where we enjoy all the spooky and the gothic and the dark and the macabre in the world. It's also a time we watch a couple of shitty movies for a couple of cheap jump scares and a couple of easy laughs with a bunch of good friends. Yes, Halloween is the time where we watch those movies that fall into the so bad it's good category of horror movies, because we want to be scared, but we also want to have a good laugh. We don't want a good movie, we want something that's genuinely enjoyable. Which is where I go to my favourite moniker, that shit sells, people. Shit sells. And if that's not the spirit of Halloween, I don't know what is. So we're going to be reviewing Jason X today. Jason X. My first ever foray into the Friday the 13th movie franchise. And before anyone starts and says I need to go watch the other Friday the 13th movies, you're wrong. You're completely wrong. Once you reach 7+ in a franchise, you don't need to see anything before it, because it's all just the same shite after that point. And before we talk about this movie, can we just talk about the box art for a second, guys? First of all, can we talk for a second about how wide Jason's face is here? I generally can't tell, guys. Is it 3 or 4 miles wide? What do you think? And why did they show what he's going to look like later on in the film? Wouldn't that make for a better twist if you didn't know he was going to turn into this? He looks intimidating as fuck before he transforms. Even the tagline spoils it. Evil gets an upgrade, eh? So what, is Jason trading his iPhone 6 for a 7? This is going to be a fun time, I can feel it. I mean, you just know a horror movie is going to be fantastic when they've literally run out of ideas and just send it into space. Which, you think I'm joking, but that's actually the case with Jason X. This is literally the only pitch they had for a 10th Friday the 13th movie. It was literally the only pitch they had. They had no other ideas, no suggestions, nothing. Which, you know, it's fine, I guess. It's okay, apart from the fact they put Jason Voorhees in space. I don't think you understand how difficult it is for me to get my head around this concept. They put Jason Voorhees in space. They fucking leprechauned Jason Voorhees. So the film kicks off with Jason about to be put under cryogenic stasis, because if you can't kill a slasher villain, you may as well shove him in a glass of Long Island iced tea. I'd drink it. Anyway, this guy gets proper creeped out by Voorhees, so he lops a blanket over his head. He's gonna be the first to die, isn't he? Don't even know his name, and he's about to get murderized. That's a theme in this movie, by the way. Literally don't expect to get attached to any of the characters in this film, guys, because they're literally written with the sole purpose of being machete fodder for Voorhees. I know about 2 proper names in this movie, everyone else is just cannon fodder. Which sucks, to be perfectly honest. I feel like most modern horror films these days have sort of forgotten that making a film scary isn't the same as just throwing constant jump scares at the screen. It's something you can experience if you play or see someone play Until Dawn. You're afraid in that context because you care about the characters when they're in a dangerous situation, but When the characters have zero personality and they're just so cookie cutter, you don't give a shit and you're not scared. Moving on, this smarmy prick shows up with an obviously one-dimensional motive that's going to be the cause of his own very abrupt machete-based demise.
I'm taking the specimen.
Well, you can't. I haven't prepped the cryostasis chamber.
I don't want him frozen, Rowan. I want him soft. His unique ability to regenerate lost and damaged tissue, and it cries out for more research.
And you're willing to risk the deaths of innocent civilians if he escapes.
Everything's under control, man.
Dr. Wormer, please.
Rowan, he's no longer your problem.
Wow, movie, you really got me there. I am so totally convinced Jason is still underneath that blanket. You know what, I feel so confident in the assumption that Jason Voorhees is underneath that blanket that I'm just gonna check my Twitter, you know. I feel so reassured that Jason Voorhees is still chained up under that blanket.
What the hell?
Oh my god, who could have seen that coming apart from anyone with eyes? First problem I have with this is I can buy Jason ripping out of these chains. I can buy him fucking killing this dude. But what I can't buy is Jason escaping and killing said dude silently and with such grace that the chains are still fully usable to hang up this fucker as a fishing lure for the obvious asshole. For God's sake, he's Jason Voorhees, not fucking Houdini. I mean, look at this. He smashes in the one exit from the room with this military asshole, and yet somehow manages to sneak past Rowan, who's attending said military asshole. How exactly? I get he's a slasher villain, and slasher villains have some quiet as fuck footsteps. I get that. But when there's one way out of a room, and she is kneeling in front of it, either she is a dead woman, or he is a phantom. That is the only possibilities in which this scenario can exist. Rowan orchestrates a shotgun wedding between Jason and the cryo chamber, but oh no, Jason stabs her through the door, freezing them both. Good god, how strong is that fucking machete? Or, you know, alternatively, how weak is your cryogenics chamber if it could be stabbed by a machete? About 400 years later, a bunch of college students arrive at the facility to conduct some sort of space archaeology, I don't know. They come across Rowan, frozen outside of the machine, and Voorhees trapped within. Deciding to take the two back with them, as Rowan's still alive, they begin the delicate process of transporting Jason from Fucking really, dude? It's not fucking Dark Souls, dude. You aren't fighting the Nameless King. Good god, people in the next time zone could have dodged that. Someone please tell me I don't have to get used to this fucking moron's antics. Let's see. Horror movie tropes. Idiot stoner? Yeah, they always die. Yeah. He's fucked. So the college students take Rowan and Voorhees back to the spaceship because the Earth is apparently fucked. Nice of them to go over that fact with us in a detailed explanation. And they begin resuscitating Rowan and examining Voorhees. Wait a second. This movie's ripping off of Alien Resurrection. Oh my god, we're in for some shit. I can't believe I didn't notice that before. Think about it, this film is set 400 years in the future. The main character has been found and taken off in a ship with the monster that killed them. This is fucking Alien Resurrection. Look, if you wanted to rip off Alien, I can understand that. Believe me, I can understand wanting to rip off the Alien franchise, but why? Why, movie? Why rip off the worst of the entire Alien series? What, you think just because you're putting Jason into the formula, it's gonna work? No, it won't. And thus, we enter the, what I like to call, people fuck section of the movie. I call it the people fuck section of the film because literally the entire plot just sort of stops. and we get awkward vignettes of couples fucking, and it's really, really uncomfortable. The professor gets dommed on by one of his students in a really fucking uncomfortable scene. The obviously robotic chick, whose name I can remember because it's KM, trying to get nipples from her techie boyfriend, I guess, you know, as you do when you're horny. And these two are the worst. They literally start making out over Jason's defrosting corpse. Wait, hold on a sec. What the fuck did I just say? What the actual fuck? What? No, I'm sorry. What? Does the 6'3" man with a skin so rough it looks like it was rubbed against a cheese grater really get you going? Like, seriously, have I been picking up chicks the wrong way this whole time? Do I need to go to the morgue to get the hot babes? This is a bunch of horse shit. And then this girl, bless her heart, I don't even know her name, sends these two fucking weirdos to go and fuck so she can work in peace. Only to be the first person murdered by Jason. I gotta admit though, Jason does have the decency to send her out in some style. I mean, I don't think I've seen a slasher make a face slush puppy before. Gotta admit, that's an instant classic. I also gotta admit, I love what happens directly after he's committed the murder. Jason picks up this big, obviously machete-shaped medical equipment and then looks at it like, meh, it'll do. Karma then strikes for the two freaks that started making out over his defrosting body as Jason stabs the guy in the chest and leaves the girl traumatized. Everyone figures out what's going on and gather together as the military guys go to get slaughtered. And somehow, they all still manage to make witty one-liners whilst they get fucking murdered.
Sarge, we found Condor.
What's his condition?
He's screwed.
It's gonna take more than a poke in the ribs to put down this old dog. Yeah, that ought to do it.
So, let me clarify, just so I know I'm understanding you properly. All of your friends, these military badasses you have served with for God knows how long, they're all dying, and you decide, now is the time to be cracking wise. What the fuck is wrong with people in the future? Have they just forgotten how to act like regular human beings? Jason comes after the final people he has to kill like it's a fucking checklist, as Rowan tries to get everyone to the safety of the escape pod, whilst the professor tries to deal with Jason. Goes as well as you might expect, but you don't get to see it, so move along. Roman spots the military leader guy, who is still alive after Jason stabbed him twice, and tries to get the others to help him, but as soon as things get hairy, this Carrie looking motherfucker over here decides to fucking leave everyone on the ship and just guns it for herself. Holy shit! What a fucking bitch! Instant calm happens, she forgets the pod's still attached to the main chip, and when she tries to leave, she blows herself up. I'm not even sad, I'm not even upset. The bitch got what she deserved. She abandoned her friends in a spaceship to the mercy of a fucking serial killer. She got what she deserved. Fuck her! And then, out of nowhere, after having not been in the film for about 20 minutes, KM shows up having gotten her hands on a dominatrix suit and then kicks Jason's ass. I have just 3 questions for you, young lady. 1. What the fuck have you been doing? 2. Where the fuck have you been? And 3. Why the fuck couldn't you have done whatever the hell you were doing and wherever the hell you've been sooner and saved a bunch of unneeded fucking deaths? They of course all think Jason's dead, but oh no, he's lying on a bunch of future medical equipment and that turns him into a cyborg. Holy shit, does that look fake? I am not even kidding you guys. I have seen Power Ranger villain cosplay that looks more threatening than Jason does right now. And just so I can clarify, I'm not talking about the good kind of cosplay, the impressive kind of cosplay, the cosplay you look at and go, wow, that looks as if that character's literally come to life. I'm talking about every generic Deadpool cosplay you've ever fucking seen. The ones where you go, hey, that's a really, really good effort there, mate. Hopefully next year you'll come with something more creative. First of all, the mask looks nowhere near as intimidating as the hockey mask. The fact that they've turned his eyes red is way too dumb, and what the fuck is he even wearing? It looks dumb and not scary in the slightest. They could have tried way harder to make him just look a little bit intimidating. And would you believe, after all that amazing build-up, none of which is in the movie, by the way, it's just all on the box art, posters, the tagline. Would you believe, after all of that, Jason is in the movie even less now that he's transformed into Cyborg Jason? The ship starts blowing up because of the damage it suffered. Their help can't get to them because the hatch is sealed shut. Military badass is doing a spacewalk to fix it, and Jason is just spending his time knocking down doors trying to find them. Techie guy here decided to use KM, who had her head knocked off by the way, to create a simulation of Crystal Lake for Jason to get distracted in, complete with teens to murder. This movie is so desperate to pad out its runtime, it's just resorted to obviously unnecessary and horrendously obvious padding. I mean, so what's part of watching a movie like a horror film? You're just watching along, the plot gets going, and then it gets this ridiculous, out of nowhere, the fuck? No, the fuck? No, I didn't edit that. That's actually in the movie. Jason picks up one of the campers in her sleeping bag and proceeds to beat the other camper to death with her. I I actually don't know what to say to that. I literally don't know what to say to that. That was so out of nowhere. I've been completely blindsided. There is no way they could have thought, yes, this is very scary. This is exactly what we need in a horror movie. This doesn't look obviously fake and incredibly inappropriately hilarious. Nah, I've got nothing. I literally have nothing this movie has left can possibly be better than that. No, I'm not going after that. There's no fucking point, is there? The movie's pretty much over. That's pretty much the end of the movie. You could just fucking leave right there. It's pretty much the end of it. It pretty much is, as well, as everyone except Jason and military badass guy getting on board the rescue ship, and Jason burning up and re-entering the atmosphere of Earth 2. That's literally all that's left. Well, that, I mean, this was a movie with Jason Voorhees in it. That's pretty much all I can say there. This movie is bad, as you can probably tell. The CGI hasn't dated well in the slightest, characters have no relevance except to be killed, little to no plot, and the stupidest idea holding it together. Aside from one creative kill, everything in this was either by the numbers slasher or ripping straight off Alien Resurrection. The idea of somehow amping up Jason's killing potential is a creative one, but ends on a lame-ass design and just more of the same of what Jason already gave us. There's nothing new in this film, it feels so hollow. That is pretty much all I can say about Jason X right there. But I suppose I could also say this is the most unintentionally hilarious movie I've ever seen. There's no way they could have made this many hilarious choices on purpose. From the outlandish character reactions, bizarre performances, crappy effects, and the most hilarious scene in any self-proclaimed horror film. One or two I could accept as being intentional, but something inside me wants to believe that everything in this film was their best attempt at trying to scare us. Their best stab at trying to make a decent horror film. Jason X is not a good horror movie in the slightest, and although it is funny in all the wrong ways, it's not enough to save it from being even the most basic of comedies. It's an easily forgettable, so bad as good horror movie that's maybe worth one or two watches with a bunch of friends with a bunch of drinks, but nothing in this film really saves it from a dark rating of 31.
Oh, this sucks on so many levels!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was my first proper review in so many months. I genuinely missed this, okay? I mean, I know I did top 10s and all that, but they really can't compare to just sitting down and reviewing a shitty horror movie, let's be honest. So, yeah, if you enjoyed today's episode of Darkest101 Reviews, please leave a like, and if you have a suggestion for a future review, please leave it in the comments down below. And as always, I've been Darkest101. You have been watching Darkest101 Reviews. Thanks for watching. It's good to be back, YouTube.